All right, question 6. Emily works at a design studio that does movie animation. She made the design shown below on her computer. Emily created the smaller house first, then dilated, there's that word, that image to produce the larger house. Okay. Which algebraic representation best describes the dilation? Dilation. Okay. So a couple things, and we talked about this, but multiple choice. You know with dilation always equals, I'll write it out real quick, but dilation is always going to equal multiply. I'll put multiply, M-U-L-T, multiplication, the dot, whatever you want to do. So you're not going to pick an add subtract operation answer choice here. And you're not going to pick division either because we're always multiplying when you dilate. Remember, if you multiply by a number greater than 1, your house is going to get bigger, your shape's going to get bigger. If you multiply by a fraction, like if we multiplied by 1/2 or 3/8 or something like that, then that house would have gotten smaller. It got larger, but so I know I'm multiplying. I'm using taking strategies. I'm using number sense. I'm trying to be really alert about this. We're not adding. There's no plus. We're not adding anything in dilations. We're never adding in dilation. So C and D for 6, which is actually I think it was F, G. It's H and J. Sorry. You're not going to pick those. You shouldn't pick those because those are adding. So are we either multiplying by 2? This shows multiplying by 2 or multiplying by 5. Now we can do a little work and we can figure it out. Here's how you approach this. Find one point on the smaller house right here that we can get a coordinate for. I would use this, I'm going to put a purple dot there. How about the point of the top of the house? Okay, that is at 6, I'm underlining 6x and 4y. So I'll write that down. I'm going to write 6x and then 4y. That's where that coordinate is. Now let's go to the dilated shape, the larger one, and let's find the same spot, that point of the house. Let's get the coordinate for that. Okay, x, it's at, you always do the x first, so I'm moving on x first. It's at 12, and then y, we do the y second, 12 and 8. 12 and 8, so I'm going to write that down. 12 and 8. This is all we need to do, and now we're just going to find a relationship. What's happening? Look here. From this x to this x, from 6 to 12, what are you multiplying by? I told you you're multiplying. 6 times what is it, 12? Is it 6 times 5, or is it 6 times 2? Guess what? 6 times 5 is like 30, so it's not that one. It's definitely 6 times 2, all right? 6 times 2 is 12. What about 4 and 8? Yeah, 4 times 2 is 8. So the only answer you go for would be F right over here, the first one. Remember, you're not adding or subtracting, even dividing on dilations. You're multiplying.